Marinaro, the Sick Podcast, live from Cafe Milano in Pointe-Claire. The Montreal Canadiens played a big 4-point game tonight at the Bell Center, and they showed the New York Islanders, this is our team, this is our city, this is our game. Yes, we have potholes. Yes, we have traffic. Yes, we have all kinds of taxes. Yes, all kinds of stores are closed on St. Catherine, but there's no better place on a Saturday night than Montreal. Mr. Saturday Night, under the lights, Cole Caulfield. The last time I saw a guy hotter than that on a Saturday night was me back at the Dome 30 years ago. The Canadiens win by a score of 7-3. Suzuki, Caulfield, and Slafkovsky combined for 13 points. I'm probably going to have a heart attack, but if I do, at least I die doing something that I love. The Sick Podcast coming up in 3 short minutes. My wife is here. She's excited. I have life insurance. It expires in 6 months. If I go out, she wants it to be tonight. I'm coming up in 3 short minutes. Stay with me.
It's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
Play it on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now, got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick Podcast, your #1 sports destination.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
S-I-C-K, it's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K,
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 S-I-C-K, S-I-C-K, S-I-C-K, S-I-C-K, S-I-C-K.
all in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. With Tony Marinaro,
55 seconds left in the penalty, a minute and 27 seconds left in regulation time. Boston 4, Montreal 3. Lafleur coming out rather gingerly on the right side. He gives it into Lemaire, back to Lafleur. Oh!
The sickest Montreal Canadiens podcast.
You're in the spa!
Sports entertainment like no other.
Rejoint, on lui fait perdre la rondelle, une passe devant. Et c'est le dégagement et ce sera la victoire des Canadiens. Coupe Stanley pour les Canadiens. Leur 23e de l'histoire.
You found the dogs! John, you found the dogs! He found the dogs!
And all together, they worked a young team to the top. And now, a 24th Stanley Cup banner will hang from the rafters of the famous Forum in Montreal. The Canadiens win the Stanley Cup.
Brought to you by Energy Transportation Group. Driven to be different. La Vida Tibi. Embrace your true nature. And Playground, your premier gaming destination. It's gonna be sick.
Montreal, welcome. Saturday night. It's not every Saturday night that we do this, but get used to it because starting tonight, we're going to do it every Saturday night between now and the end of the regular season and hopefully the playoffs and the end of the playoffs. And let's hope that the playoffs end for the Montreal Canadiens sometime around the third week of June. What a game. What a night. 4-point game versus the Canadiens. There was a letdown, obviously, in this city after the Canadiens dropped a 3-1 game in Detroit versus the Red Wings a couple of nights ago. The Canadiens this week played 3 very important 4-point games versus the Bruins at home. They win that one by a score of 3-2 in overtime. Cole Caulfield is your hero. They go to Detroit. They're up by a score of 1-0 in the third. They give up 2 goals in the third. The Red Wings add an empty netter. The Canadiens lose 3-1. And then all of a sudden, we're thinking the worst, or at least maybe I was. Everyone's starting to get a little bit nervous. There's the margin for error is obviously very, very thin. These are big, big, big games. Going into tonight's game, the Montreal Canadiens had the same amount of points as the Boston Bruins and the Detroit Red Wings, with the Canadiens having a game in hand. The point up on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Ottawa's coming back. They're trying to get into a playoff spot. The New York Islanders are there as well. This game was huge for the Islanders, and the Canadiens are up by a score. They're down by a score of 2-1. They take the lead. They're up by a score of 3-2. The Islanders tie it at 3. And then in the third period, all of a sudden, the Canadiens explode with 4 straight goals in the third period. And the round of applause for the luckiest woman in the world right there with the mother-in-law behind us, and she knows it too. There you have it. My wife is in attendance here at Cafe Milano, and they bring me a beer, and my wife says he doesn't drink beer, and that's why I'm going to drink it. What's the worst that can happen? She gets mad at me. It happens every day. Anyway. Love you so much. All right, okay. My God, what a night. What a night. Mr. Saturday Night. Cole Caulfield. Ladies and gentlemen, Cole Caulfield has, my voice, thank you. Cole Caulfield has 43 goals, 19 of which are on a Saturday night. Mr. Saturday Night. Let's hear it for, is that Anthony? Hey? Johnny Broccolini? Johnny Broccolini, come here. Let's hear it for Johnny Broccolini. Johnny, come in the camera. Hold on a second. Show them. There we go. Stand up. There we go. Mr. Saturday Night, Johnny Broccolini. Secatire.com. Get your shirts right now. You get a shirt, puts a couple of extra steaks in the freezer for me. Everyone's happy. It's a beautiful thing. What a beautiful world we live in, I'm telling you. There's nothing like making money. You're a good man. Thank you for supporting. Johnny Broccolini, Mr. Saturday Night, Cole Caulfield. 19 of his 43 goals. Yeah, it's okay. I don't want you to take my job. You will one day. I still, okay. 19 goals on Saturday night. If you're wondering, the record in Montreal Canadiens history, Stéphane Richer and the late, great Guy Lafleur. 24 goals on a Saturday night to the chance of Guy. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Nick from Mr. Customs. He's not sponsoring tonight's show. We'll give him a plug anyway. Why not? He's a good guy. Thank you, Nick. Wow. What a game, eh? You know what was unbelievable about this game? And I have to admit, I'm watching the game and I'm saying, this game is too wide open with the playoffs about 3.5 to 4 weeks away. You can't continue to play like this. You can't trade chances. You can't play wide open like this. But the Canadiens are sticking to their style. They played a low-scoring game versus Detroit. They didn't have success. They did versus the Boston Bruins. But the Canadiens, who have accustomed us to a wide-open brand of offensive hockey for the last 4 years, which has been exciting and it's been amazing. And a round of applause for the Canadiens, because let's be honest, how many boring, non-entertaining games have the Canadiens played in the last 4 years? Not many. Not many. Not in the last 4 years, Nick. It's been wide open. It's been exciting. They either score 6, they give up 6. It's a beautiful thing. And this year, obviously, the Canadiens have won a lot of games opening it up. 7 goals they scored tonight. 7 versus the New York Islanders. The line of Suzuki, Caulfield, and Slafkovsky combined for 13 points. I have to tell you, I thought Ivan Demidov's going to want to put on a show. Matthew Schaefer's coming to town, even though, let's be honest, I think by all accounts, this Rookie of the Year race is over pretty much. And the Rookie of the Year is going to go to Matthew Schaefer. I think, he's in pole position and he's starting to run away. I thought, you know what, great opportunity for Demidov. Let's inspire him. Let's get him going. Maybe put him on the number 1 line. It's time. Thank God Marty St. Louis didn't listen to me. Thank God. In the second period, I don't think the Canadiens had a shot on goal till about 5.5 minutes left in the second. I think the shots on goal were about 9 or 10-0 for the New York Islanders with 5 minutes to go in the second. And I'm saying, I think you got to split things up here. I think you have to make line changes. You need to get the guys, some kind of electroshock. They didn't have to. The guys dug deep and they opened it up, and once again, some big-time performances for the Canadiens. Cole Caulfield, besides his 3 goals and 2 assists, he had 5 points tonight. Juraj Slafkovsky was an absolute monster for the Canadiens tonight. What a game. Wow. Unreal. We're going to discuss it. We're going to break it all down. I want to thank some of our sponsors. I'm losing my voice. Thank God for neolaryngitis suppositories. I'm going to take one for the team tonight, tomorrow morning, and tomorrow night. Away parla. I want to thank Cafe Milano, 3 locations in Montreal. Originally, 1971 on Jarry in St. Leonard. 2019 on Boulevard Saint-Martin in Laval. And in 2022, right here on Brunswick Boulevard in Pointe-Claire. Cafe Milano, cafemilano.ca. The cold coffee's extra strong. The heart's beating at 200 beats per minute. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you for the hospitality. Thank you for having us. I want to thank some of our other sponsors. If you want to get in on the action when the Montreal Canadiens play, you go all the way with Betway. And the next time the Canadiens are going to play, the Canadiens will host Carolina on Tuesday night. Get a deposit matchup bonus up to $300 on your first deposit. Scan the QR code on the screen or click on the link in the details section to create an account. Redeem your welcome offer. Offer is only available for new customers. Terms and conditions apply. Offer not available in Ontario. Must be 18 years of age and older. And please, please play responsibly. I see you all on the YouTube chat. Thank you for watching. Andre Gauthier says Tony didn't need coffee tonight. It always helps. It always helps. The New York Islanders tonight, it was obvious, we're trying to play a physical game versus the Canadiens. They were trying to target their best players. And the Canadiens, Lane Hudson got hit and hit hard by Pajot. Struble went up to him and said, "You want to dance?" But thankfully, Struble didn't take a penalty on the play, because about 10, 15 seconds later, the Canadiens go down ice and score a goal. The Canadiens tonight sent the message to the Islanders and to the rest of the league that maybe we're not the biggest team, maybe we're not the strongest team, maybe we're not the most physical team, and maybe you're going to try and hit us into the ground, into the boards, and intimidate us. But what we do is we unleash offense. We create scoring chances. We are very opportunistic when we do. We are dangerous we have 3 chances, we can score 3 goals. That's the message they sent tonight. Dave Kellerman, Dave, join me. Dave Kellerman has been on the air with me going back to English radio probably about 4 years ago. French radio about a year ago. The Sick podcast in English before, and he's back. Dave Kellerman, get in the camera here. Right here. How are you, bud?
How are you?
Very good. We got him up. We got him up. Yeah. No, get in a little bit more here.
Closer?
Okay. Yeah. No, we're good. Here we go. Your thoughts on the game?
We use statement game quite a bit. This was a statement game. It looked like game 1 of a playoff series.
Here's a beer for you.
Thank you, sir.
I got my coffee.
All right, feels good. Yeah, it looked like game 1 of a playoff series up until 5 minutes into the third period, and then it looked like something else. It looked like a blowout. It looked like a game 7. Just get it over with, get business done. It was a statement game.
The Islanders pull their goalie. Sorokin comes out after the Canadiens score their 7th. They bring in David Riddick, and poor Zach Bolduc, who thought he had his first goal in 29 games. Last time he scored was the 23rd of December, Bolduc. And he picks up a pass from Texier in the slot, moves in all alone, puts it right through Riddick, thinks he scores. Patrick Roy, coach's challenges, shows that Texier is offside. So unfortunately, Bolduc wasn't able to get his goal, but didn't matter. The Canadiens got 7 tonight, and they got Carolina next. By the way, there's a big Bruins game that's going on. It's not over yet versus the Detroit Red Wings. Last I checked, the Bruins are up by a score of 3-2. Is that right? Are we still 3-2? Can I have an update on that one? Yes. 3-2 for the Boston Bruins as we speak, and this one is not over yet between the Bruins and the Red Wings. 6:38 left in this one. As a matter of fact, if one team's going to win, you want them to win in regulation. You don't want both teams picking up points. You want one team to win outright.
This is where you want, the way this schedule is working out, you've got a lot of these teams that are playing each other, so that's exactly it. It needs to be done in regulation, but with what Montreal did tonight,
I hope the Bruins are going to make the playoffs. Tell you the truth, between Detroit and Boston and whatever, I hope the Boston Bruins are going to make the playoffs.
Then you can't make fun of the Boston bartenders, and you can't bait them anymore. You sure you want that?
Joey DiCaprio is here. His father, Senior, is here. They're both Boston Bruins fans. If the Bruins don't make the playoffs, it gives his dad more time to work on his speech, and I don't want him working on his speech for that wedding on the 26th of September. All right?
That makes sense.
He's here. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. All right, okay. Wow. There we go. Round of applause. They're Bruins fans. They have their head right now. They're into their phone. They're watching the game. Never mind the Bruins. Cole Caulfield.
Unbelievable.
When we talk about clutch, it's fitting that he's the first Canadiens goal scorer to hit 40 since Danfus. It's fitting that he's going to be the next one to hit 50 after Richer did it back in the early 90s, because he is clutch as clutch can be.
We haven't seen this in decades. I mean, we were teenagers when the last time we saw this. Unbelievable.
So you and I can relate because we saw Richer score 50.
Saw him score 50.
Two times in a span of 3 years against the Buffalo Sabres.
That's right.
They win a face-off in the offensive zone. They're on the power play. He's playing the left point. He comes in. I don't know if it's Pupa that he beat, but anyway, I remember scoring that goal. It goes right through him. We saw what it means to have a 50-goal scorer. It's spectacular. Anyone under 32 years of age had never seen it until Cole Caulfield hit 40 versus the Bruins a couple of nights ago, and he's well on his way. He's 2 goals shy of 45, and for those who were wondering, can Cole Caulfield hit 50 with 13 games to go in the regular season?
How many Saturday nights left?
There's
That's
a
all he
couple
needs to do.
we're going to find out, but he's 7 away from hitting 50.
Unbelievable.
I bet on him right now.
He's unbelievable.
I bet on Cole Caulfield to hit 50 right now, and I bet on Nick Suzuki to hit 100 points.
And those 3 goals tonight, they're all beautiful goals. Tight on the red line, unbelievable shot. He's clutch.
Let's take a look at the Montreal Canadiens lineup going into the game tonight. Suzuki with Slav on his right, Caulfield on his left. Dave, I'm going to need you to help me out because I'm losing my voice. Yeah. Kapanen, my wife was right. Kapanen with Demidov and Newhook. Evans with Texier and Bolduc. Danault with Gallagher and Veleno. Matheson with Dobson. Gooley with Carrier. Struble with Hudson. Jacob Fowler gets the starting goal. A very interesting decision. Yes, Dobish lost the other night, but they didn't lose because of Dobish.
Correct.
So the last two games that were 4-point games, Dobish played them. 1 win, 1 loss. Saturday night, another big game. You might say it's not 4 points because it's not division, it's conference. It's still 4 points to me because they're so close in the standings. The Canadiens go with Jacob Fowler. When they were losing, I was getting text messages from fans who are naysayers. Why did they go with Fowler tonight? They should have gone with Dobish. The Fowler experiment hasn't worked, yada, yada, yada. Dave, it's clear that they're wanting to give him the opportunity to be the guy. Whether it's this year or next year, they're getting him used to big games, whether it's on the road or at the Bell Center, whether it's a weeknight or a Saturday night. And a game like this, with that kind of atmosphere and ambiance, and at one point pressure and tension with the score 3-3 in the third period, he needs this.
Yeah. He needs to know, Martin St. Louis and the team need to know that if the Canadiens make the playoffs and they go down 2-0 in the series, and I think Dobish will get the net to start a game 1 if they make the playoffs, but if they go down 2-0, they need to know that they can rely on Fowler for a game 3 to take over the net and play a big game. And these are big games that he's playing right now. He's doing well. And this is not an easy situation because nobody expected Montembeault to have the season that he's having right now. Marty's got to be juggling and trying to find something. He's riding the hot hand, but he's got to make sure that both goalies are ready to go come playoff time. And this is the way to do it.
Habs Marty St. Louis, after the game, quote, obviously, again for us, the playoffs have started based on the standings and how everybody else is playing around us too. Very interesting.
Yeah.
We're not surprised by the comment, but the playoffs started on Tuesday.
Yes.
And Dobish played both playoff games. Tonight's another playoff game, and Fowler played it. They're obviously comfortable going with both. You would think Dobish is a little bit in pole position.
Yeah.
But should he have an off night, I don't think Marty St. Louis is going to think twice to go to Fowler.
They have no choice, and that's what they're doing right now. They're bringing both up to be able to play in those important moments where, you know, you're not playing Dustin Tokarski when Carey Price goes down, where you're just wondering, like, how the hell are they going to get out of this? They're in a situation now where they have enough time to be able to bring both goalies to a place where the team will be comfortable with whoever will play come playoff time.
Guys, I want you to listen to the stat for Juraj Slafkovsky. Juraj Slafkovsky sets a Canadiens record with 26 career power play goals prior to 22 years of age. Slafkovsky's night of work tonight, everyone. He's 21 years old. Juraj Slafkovsky, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points, 4 shots, 17-14, 27 goals, 34 assists, 61 points in 69 games. 21 years old.
Everybody said wait. You know, you're not going to get your thoroughbred right out of the gate. Give him a couple of years, let him grow into his body. He's definitely arrived. And what's incredible is you're seeing Suzuki, Caulfield, Slav, they're all having banner seasons. When you have your 3 superstars that are playing career seasons, you get some pretty exciting hockey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cole Caulfield, 43 goals, 13 games left. Ladies and gentlemen, Cole Caulfield is on pace to score 51. Cole, 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 Cole.
They believe.
We want 50. We want 50. We want 50. We want 50. Wow.
It's totally feasible. It's doable. I mean, they are. You wondered if bringing Slav back up on the first line was the right move because it obviously is going to impact the second line, but they just have so much chemistry that you're asking yourself, like, why deny them this kind of chemistry on the ice? And it just becomes a very difficult line, a very difficult first option to stop.
If 19 goals on a Saturday night wasn't very impressive, and 5 game winners in overtime, I think, and all the impressive stats, here's another one. Cole Caulfield, goals in an empty net. 0. That's a big time stat.
Yeah.
0. And you know what?
That also means that Marty's not crazy about him.
I hear you. Doesn't matter. Here's the truth. Everyone was really disappointed that Cole Caulfield wasn't chosen to be on Team USA.
Yeah.
It was a blessing in disguise.
It was. It was.
The 10 days in Bahamas, just what the doctor ordered.
He hasn't missed a beat. He has not missed a beat. He's better. He's actually better.
Since finding out that he was not selected to Team USA back on the 2nd of January, the best goal scorer in the NHL is Cole Caulfield.
Yeah, he showed it to them.
That's what winners do.
That's the Marty St. Louis chip on your shoulder kind of vibe.
That's what winners do. That's what Frankie Filato does. Everyone wanted Lisa Petticelli. Frankie Filato, he got her. That's what winners do. What a hairstyle. Oh, this guy's a beauty. Frankie Filato here at Cafe Milano. He doesn't believe in no, he says. Wow.
It's good philosophy.
My God, you know what? This is unbelievably exciting. It really is. I don't remember, like I was excited when Fowler went into Ottawa and stopped 32 of 34. I was excited when the Canadiens tied it versus the Bruins a couple of nights ago and then won 3-2 in overtime. And Lane Hudson had that incredible shift, 2 minutes and 22, and broke up that play on the low right 2-on-1. Out of all the nights to be at Cafe Milano on Brunswick Boulevard in Pointe Claire on a Saturday night in the 3rd week of March,
Yep.
in a big 4-point game, even though it's not, but it is, and the Canadiens explode for 4 straight goals to break a 3-3 tie. Was incredible.
A special night. Very special night. I think everybody understands when you love hockey and you love Montreal and it's March 21st, that spring playoff vibe, that very difficult thing to explain that you feel when you're in this city and it starts to beat hockey. Well, this was it tonight. This is what it felt like tonight.
The New York Islanders, Matt Barzal tried to go after Nick Suzuki tonight. Suzuki wanted no part of it. He's like, you know what? I know what you guys want to do. There was frustration from Barzal.
Yeah.
But you know what was amazing? The Canadiens had that wolf pack mentality tonight. Everyone was trying to, you know what? You're not going to touch our captain. Everyone's trying to get away. Hold on a second. Everyone's grabbing a man. Matheson tied up. Braden Shen. Gooley was in the mix. Everyone was in the mix. We're probably not the biggest team, probably not the toughest team, but we're going to stand up for each other. That's something that's essential to making the playoffs. If you don't have that, you don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, maybe something for the Leafs to learn, something for them to take notice of.
Definitely, for sure. Why don't we do this? Why don't we get to the scoring in the hockey game? and bring up the first period. There you have it. 4:10 into period number 1. It's a power play goal for Juraj Slafkovsky. We'll talk to you about this game and what went down and how it all went down. By the way, great shift by Joe Veleno protecting the puck in period number 1, puts the puck back to the point. Gallagher in the slot gets lashed. Deneau in front crashing the net. And there's a penalty that goes to the New York Islanders. The Canadiens go on the power play. Caulfield to Suzuki to Slafkovsky in the slot. 1-0 Montreal. Caden Gooley takes a roughing penalty. There's a stretch pass from D'Angelo to Lee. The pass goes in between Carrier and Matheson. There's a puck battle between Lee and Matheson. The puck gets poked to Emil Heineman. Wrister, top corner, glove side. By the way, the Bruins 4-2. Is that a final? Is it a final? The Bruins are up by a score of 4-2. 2 minutes left in regulation. Fowler gets beat, glove side. Too much in his net.
Too much in his net.
Too much in his net.
Deep.
It's a learning moment. Too much in his net. Lane Hudson forces a pass, picked off, goes to Holmstrom on a breakaway, backhand, forehand. He beats Jacob Fowler. The Islanders are up by a score of 2-1 after 1 period of play. You see what happened in the second period. This was unbelievable. The Canadiens didn't have a shot until about 5.5 minutes left in period number 2. And yet the Canadiens score the only 2 goals of the second period. Newhook and Caulfield on a power play. We'll talk to you about how they scored them in just a second as I say hello to Sunil from the Habs cave. How you doing, Sunil? Sunil is doing amazing. Sunil is doing amazing. We'll talk to you about the goals. Kapanen to Demidov to Kapanen to Gooley with a pass right to Newhook at the right circle. Snap, one-timer, up and over Sorokin's glove. 2-2. Dave Kellerman. Newhook wanted redemption after being guilty of 3 Canadiens players in Detroit, with the Canadiens up by a score of 1-0, all on the goal line. And he's unable to get back, and when he does get back, Kane's shot is not blocked, and Marty St. Louis gives him an earful because Newhook didn't get in the shooting lane, didn't block the shot, wasn't happy. The last 2 games prior to tonight, Alex Newhook had less than 10 minutes of play. Coach wasn't happy with him. Newhook says, being in the doghouse sucks. I want to be in his good books. And he's in his good books. That's a big-time goal. That goal ties it at 2. And then Cole Caulfield on a power play. Slav to Suzuki to Caulfield in close over Sorokin. How many times have we seen Cole Caulfield
That close.
pretty much on the goal line?
Yeah.
Within a foot of the goalie, just makes his way, takes 1 or 2 steps and just flips it up and over the goalie, over his shoulder, under the bar. How many players in the National Hockey League can do it? How many players can do it better than Caulfield? It's like that's his
move.
That's his move.
That's using his size to his advantage.
Gretzky was in his office. That's Cole Caulfield's office. Yeah. Unbelievable. Brendan Gallagher. Gallagher's going to want to have this one back. Gallagher takes a bad penalty in the offensive zone, tripping Emil Heineman. Third period, Bruins have won in regulation. So, The Bruins have won in regulation. The Red Wings don't pick up a point. Folks, this is good. We'll talk about the standings at the end of the show. Gallagher picks up a bad penalty late in the second. Barzal to Horvat to Schaefer. Blast from the blue line. Goal 3-3. I think Danault is screening. Fowler on that one. I'd have to take a look at it again. I have to tell you, the first time I saw it, I said, Fowler probably has to have that one as good as the shot was, but I need to look at it again. Speaking of Danault, he takes an offensive zone faceoff versus Braden Shen. The puck goes straight to Gallagher, to Carrier, to Gouli. Caden Gouli scores off a blast. It ends up being the game-winning goal of the night. Who had $1 on Caden Gouli to score the game-winning goal tonight versus the Islanders? That's exactly what he did. By the way, I thought that Veleno had deflected it.
Yeah, so did I.
It based on what I'm hearing, I don't think the goal's been changed. Maybe he didn't. But let's take a look at, if someone could take a look at the updated score on NHL.com to see if I'm trying to do 5 things at once here, folks. It's never evident when you do shows on the road. Still Gouli. Thank you, Nick Lariviere, who writes for us on Sick Media and the Sick Podcast. Nick, come over here for a second. Let's get Nick Lariviere over here. This guy, folks, this guy writes 3 articles a day for Sick Media. You know how hard it is to write 3 articles a day? He writes 3 articles a day, and Agnello only pays him $500 a day. It's terrible. It's slavery. Huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of work, actually. It's 3 hours extra a day.
Don't tell everyone the 500 is pesos, okay? It's a secret between you and I, okay?
All right.
Make it look like it's US dollars, right?
Oh,
It brings
yeah.
up,
It's
brings
all
up your
US
value.
dollars, guys. It's
Brings
all
up your
US
value. Listen to me. I'd like to get your thoughts on the hockey game tonight. Like, take off your Canadiens cap for a second. I know it's off. You left it there on the table.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on what you saw, what you liked, what you didn't like, and whether you're optimistic or pessimistic down the stretch with 13 games to go.
Honestly, what I saw tonight.
You don't have to start your sentence with honestly, because when you do, I have a feeling that every time we've talked in the past, you've been dishonest with me. You understand?
Yeah.
So you don't have to say honestly, okay? We
Okay.
always have to be honest with each other. Okay, continue now.
I am still worried about their coverage on defense. Like,
Yes?
For example, you look at the guys that in covering the point, they always leave a lot of space on the ice, and it tends to lead to good chances. Like New
I
York's-
talked about it with Pierre Maguire last week. I think they have to simplify. I think if you tell your forwards, you pick up the D, and then you're playing 3v3, I think it makes it easier. But Marty St. Louis has also talked about, we have to understand each other here. Playing defense is about structure, it's about discipline, it's about smarts, and it's about anticipation, and it's about commitment. The 5 things have to come together. But so smarts, discipline, structure, commitment, communication, everything has to happen.
Right.
You have to be willing to get into the shooting lane. You have to be willing to block the shot. You have to be willing to sacrifice your body.
Yeah, one player though, like, I know you mentioned Gouli's game winner, but what I'm liking now about Gouli's game is he's finally showing some physicality. There was a while that he was just not showing any physicality, but he's willing to hit guys now, and he's not afraid to take his chances. I feel like he was still a little injured. He might still be, maybe they talked to him or something, because since the Boston game, I've seen a lot more progress from him.
Nick Lariviere, I'll say this, and my buddy Frankie Filato is here, and my buddy Ernie is here too, and they can attest to this. Some players were born to play in the regular season. Some players were born to play in the playoffs, and the best in the world were born to play all the time. Caden Gouli, I think, is a guy that's going to show his value now and for the rest of his career in the final 15 games of a regular season and in the playoffs, because the final 15 games of the regular season, like Marty St. Louis said, are unofficially the playoffs without being the playoffs. Nick Lariviere, thanks so much. Keep on doing a good job for us at podcast.
Thank you.
One of the hardest working guys in media today, Nick Lariviere. 3 articles a day on thesickpodcast.com. Thank you very much. Sonny from the Habs cave, get in here. He's got season tickets. He's got Habs memorabilia, a couple of $1 million worth. He's the only cabinet maker in the city. I never saw him make any cabinets. It's a beautiful thing. What's going on with you? I love this guy, man.
I love you, Tony.
Thank you.
We just came
I'm
back
willing
from
to
the
bet
game.
you were at the game tonight.
Absolutely. What a wild environment. That third period was fantastic.
Season ticket holder.
That's right. Over 10 years, but
Yeah, and being invited on a Saturday night one day would be fun.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well,
I
I've
appreciate
invited
that.
you a few times.
Not on a Saturday night.
Okay. Well,
Not on a Saturday night.
note
Right? Yes or
taken.
no?
Note well taken in front of everybody.
Thank you very much. See what you do when you want to get invited to a hockey game. You put somebody on the spot on camera. What's he going to say, right?
Are you free next Saturday night? Look,
They're on the road next Saturday night.
Yeah.
That's
What-
what.
what
Are we going to Nashville to watch the game next Saturday night?
I'm down if you're down.
You know what? I've never been to Nashville before. Don't ask
Neither
me
have I.
twice.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I might be in Nashville next week. All right? Write that one down. Send a
We've
note to my
taken a
personal
few
assistant.
road trips this year.
Listen,
so,
I'm
you know.
happy you're here. And by the way, you're a huge supporter of the podcast. And I want to thank you personally. You know
Thank
how
you.
much I love you. And by the way, I'll say, you not only support our podcast, you support everyone's podcast. And I love that. I love it when you support ours more than everyone else. That's even better.
Well,
But I'm happy.
I bring you pizza. I bring you Cugini's pizza.
You
so
do
come
bring
on,
us
that's
Cucini's
more than
pizza.
I do for other
Thank
podcasts.
you very
so,
much.
you know.
I appreciate that. I'm happy you're here tonight because I want you to be able to, for those that are watching us on YouTube right now, on Facebook and on Twitter, I want you to be able to, if you can, put into words, describe the vibe and the ambiance that was tonight at the Bell Center.
Thank you for that. I mean, look, that's a lot. That's what I do on my page. I'm always sort of sharing my experience when I go to the Bell Center, and I get a lot of messages from all around the world saying thank you because we can't be there. And overwhelmingly today, I felt a lot of stress. There was a lot of stress in the building. Everyone was nervous. I was very nervous.
Have a beer. Have a beer.
I'm good.
Okay.
But we went with Fowler. I get it. I understand it. He's a young man that's learning. And look, this is who we have. We have 2 young goalies. We got to go with either one of them.
It's a big decision.
Absolutely
If they
huge
lose
decision.
tonight, if he gives up 7 tonight, let's be honest, Marty's being criticized, and it's probably even happening here. Because
absolutely.
that's just the way it
Yeah.
is. When the team loses, you find reasons why they lost. Make no mistake, this is a courageous decision to go with Fowler tonight.
Gutsy call.
It was a courageous decision to go with Fowler in Ottawa. It was a courageous decision to scratch Brendan Gallagher about a week ago. It was a courageous decision to bench Demidov for a couple of shifts. Mind you, he's a rookie and captain. It's probably a little bit easier. Marty St. Louis told us in the last couple of years that at one point the hard coaching would kick in.
Yes, the hard coach.
It's kicked in big time in the last week.
Yeah, of putting feelings aside, you got to make the right decision, and who knows what the right decision is. But look, they're all gutsy decisions, like you said. Like I said, the building was really stressed. All the fans were nervous, And after that third goal in early in the third period, man, the building was deflated. But then what happened? What happened after that?
Well, why don't we bring
Saturday night?
Yeah, why don't we bring up the scoring right now?
No, you were talking about players are, some players are made for this. Some players are made for the spotlight. Some players are made to be heroes. Some players are made to play on Saturday night.
Yeah.
That's Mr. Cole Caulfield. What a story. 19 goals on Saturday night. No empty net goals. Come on.
No empty net out of his 43.
Incredible. This man is incredible. I was next to Knuckles when he was...
Pardon me, Nick Lariviere. Nick Lariviere, who helps us out with some research and some articles. Can you look it up? I don't think Caulfield's ever scored an empty netter.
He doesn't. Well, the net's...
Look it up. I don't think he's
the
ever
puck's
scored an
going
empty
in,
netter
so wherever
in
the
the
goalie
National Hockey
is,
League.
but
I could be wrong on that. Look it up, Nick.
It's just incredible what he's done. I was with Knuckles. He was texting Cole, and Cole's like, "Look, let's go. Let's see where I can go. Let's go." He wasn't done. He's like, and I loved his answer the other night, right?
He's on pace for 51.
When Mark Denis like, what's next, 50? I loved it. 41. I love it. What's next, Cole? He's just...
The goal scorer is never looking ahead. He's only looking ahead to the next goal.
The next game.
Never look too far.
Next game, next period, next shift. Score. That's it.
Before Cole Caulfield put it into fifth gear, though, Suzuki dumps it. Listen, this is a great play. Great play. When we talk about the Canadiens' defensive zone coverage and every time there's hiccups, the Islanders tonight, let's say it, folks, when it happens to the Canadiens, and we're like, oh, this Marty St. Louis team doesn't play good defense. This Patrick Waugh team tonight was a defensive nightmare.
Absolutely.
They were a disaster.
Big time.
Nick Suzuki dumps it past Matthew Schaefer. Gets to it. Barzal follows. At least Cole Caulfield alone behind the net. Behind the net. To Slavkovsky in front, bang, bang play, 5-3 Montreal.
Beautiful play.
Goalie shot, glove save Sorokin, off his glove. Puck goes to Slav, pass to Caulfield in the slot, through Sorokin, 6-3. Pellick turns it over to Caulfield inside the blue line, pass to Suzuki, back to Caulfield, 7-3. Patrick Waugh takes Sorokin out, puts Rittich in.
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen.
Game over. Yeah. Canadians win by a score of 7-3.
Too bad the Bolduc goal didn't score. Bolduc could really use that one.
He could save it for another night.
Yeah, but he needs a few for us,
He'll get it in the playoffs.
But look, I'm proud of the way they bounced back there. It was a stressful moment. And again, these youngsters, I said it before last time I was on with Pierre. I said, look, there's no limit for these guys. There's no rules. They just want to get in. Once they get in, let's see what happens. That's the way it works.
We're at Cafe Milano on Brunswick in Point Claire. Sports commentary doesn't stop at the buzzer. Neither does Cafe Milano, a true community cornerstone in St. Leonard, with buzzing spots in Laval and Point Claire. Here where we are, they're serving up banger sandwiches. My personal favorite being the sausage sandwich with spicy marinated eggplants, which, by the way, hello. Can we get the people at Milano their marinated eggplants? Can they be called the marination eggplants? Can we at least get that on the menu, please? Marination eggplants, not marinated eggplants. Marination eggplants. All right? Vibrant salads bursting with flavor and lattes and espresso that keep the energy high through overtime. Throw in a cannoli or 2 or 7 for me, and every bite's a highlight. Join the locals at Cafe Milano and turn every meal into a team win. Cafe Milano, because winning tastes better. Sick Podcast is brought to you by Energy Transportation Group, a leading asset-light 3PL driven to be different. From cross-border freight between Canada, USA, and Mexico to coast-to-coast shipping in both Canada and the United States, Energy moves it all fast, reliable, powered by tech that delivers smarter logistics. If you want a real partner in transportation, contact the team at sick@shipenergy.com. See, our Energy Transportation Group is changing the freight game. Hockey Night at Playground. I want to thank them as well, as if watching hockey wasn't thrilling enough. Now every goal means more action on the felt. Before the puck drops, every poker table is randomly assigned a player from the Montreal team. When your player scores, boom, Playground splashes the next pot with up to $200 in chips. Catch every game on Playground's big screens all around the room, so you never miss a goal, a play, or a splash pot. Visit playground.ca/sickpodcast or click the link in the YouTube description to spin a virtual wheel for a chance to win up to $100 in free play. Also, I want to talk to you about the big games. You want the best beers on your team, whether it's Bittt Tibi IPA with its bold flavor, Bittt Tibi Lager with exceptional smoothness, or Bittt Tibi Ultra Lager, ultra light, ultra refreshing. They always have a place on your team. Bittt Tibi brewed for special occasions. Please drink responsibly. I want to take a look at the shots on goal. The shots on goal, please, if we can bring it up. There you have it. 16-6 Montreal in the first, 8-7 the Islanders in the second, 12-8 Montreal in the third, 36-22 overall for the Montreal Canadiens. Face-offs 50-50 in tonight's game. Islanders 2 for 3 on the power play. Canadiens 3 for 4 on the power play. Power play worked for both teams.
Amazing. Yeah,
obviously, the Canadiens need to work on the penalty kill.
Can we talk about the physicality? Look, I thought that Patrick was, he told his players to go after our best players. No question.
That was obvious.
And I was happy that we didn't get baited into that situation. I don't want to see these guys get injured. I loved how Nick reacted actually to Barzal. I like that. Just laughed at him and said, you want to fight? Go ahead, fight. I'm not going to fight. And I love that because I don't want any of these guys injured. So I loved how we dealt with the physicality that the Islanders brought to us, and so that's how we're going to have to play. We're going to have to play smart like that and not get baited if we do get into the dance. We don't have the bigger players. Can I just shout out somebody actually?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm with my friend here, Sonny Noble, who owns Avanti Auto Spa just next door here.
Okay, another Sonny.
And he wants you guys to come. You're welcome to get your car washed anytime.
Oh, really? Okay.
Anytime you want, come by Avanti. I've already set it up for the alumni players.
You.
They just got to use a special code. I'm not going to say it out loud, but the alumni are allowed to get their car washed. And you, by the way, anyone from the Sick Podcast crew can head over to Avanti Auto Spa, get your car washed. And
I appreciate that. Very, very good. Thank you. Sonny, his name?
Sonny Noble, right there. Yeah.
Wow.
He's a great guy. Great guy. Very charitable. Always doing stuff for the community.
Two Sonnies watching the Habs on a Saturday night together.
He's the Italian, so it's SONNY. Mine's
okay,
the SUNNY, but it's okay.
Pretty cool. All right, okay. Sonny from the Habs
much.
Cave. Thank you for coming around,
look,
man.
Go Habs, go. Look.
All right,
we
okay.
just got to get in. We just got to get in.
All right, okay. You, come here. Yes, come. Come. It's an open forum tonight. All right. All right. Just put the mic next to your mouth. There we go. Come on in. Everyone's going to have a say tonight. Put on the headset. Introduce yourself.
My name is Liam.
Liam, speak as loud and clear as you can.
Hello, hello, hello.
Where are you from?
I'm from Montreal. I'm from Verdun.
Awesome. All right. Your thoughts on the game?
It was a story, man. A wonderful game. Just so fun to watch, and it was a great experience just being here at the cafe with everyone here and seeing you.
Thank you for coming down, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. All right, okay. Canadiens going to make the playoffs. Forget about wearing the Habs jersey for now. They're going to make it's tight.
Oh yeah, it's very.
They're going to make the playoffs, yes or no, and why?
Yes, because at times where things are desperate and just so scary, these guys always bounce back. They're not afraid to go hard. They never give up, Tony. They never give up. And we all knew that this game was going to be even more important than these last two games against Boston, against Detroit, because of the standings. They stepped up big time. Not only was it just a great win, it was a blowout win, which was a story tonight. And I have faith that they're going to keep it up.
Yeah.
They're going to keep up that momentum, and they're going to make it.
And you know what I think is key, Liam? To make the playoffs, you have to limit losing streaks and limit these long slumps.
Yeah.
The Canadiens lost 3 games or more once.
Yep, back in November.
When they lost 5 in a row,
Yeah.
picked up a point out of a possible 10 points.
Yeah.
So dropped 9, lost 5 in a row. One of them was in overtime.
Yeah.
Back starting the 11th of November. Mm-hmm. They haven't lost 3 in a row since.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to have to do here down the stretch.
Exactly.
The Canadiens are going to host the Carolina Hurricanes on Tuesday.
Yeah, and then Columbus.
They host Columbus on Thursday. That game versus Columbus on Thursday is absolutely huge.
Absolutely, yeah.
And the Canadiens will be in Nashville on Saturday night and in Carolina on Sunday night.
Yep. Yeah.
Those are 2 big games, and then after that, so it's 2 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing in Tampa on the Tuesday, which is going to be 3 and 4, travel included.
Yep.
That's going to be very difficult.
Oh, it sure is. It's been difficult, but they never give up. They're going to go for it. You know.
Your favorite player on the team?
It's so hard to choose, man. It's so hard to choose. I think it changes every game because everyone is just always making things exciting. But right now, Mr. Saturday Night, he's on my list right now. He's making things special. He's making history, so he's on my list right now.
When was the last time in Montreal Canadiens history that you could pull aside 5 avid Canadiens fans and ask them who they think is the most important player on the Canadiens, or the best player on the Canadiens, or their favorite player on the Canadiens, and you might get 5 different answers.
Exactly.
Suzuki, Caulfield, Slavkovsky,
Hudson,
Demidov.
Yeah. What about Struble?
You might get 5, good one. You might get 5 different answers. Hold on a second. This same question that I just asked, in 2 to 3 years from now, you might get 7 different answers because Fowler and Hage might be in the equation.
They sure
it's a
can.
big might.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We will see.
And that's all due respect to some of the very good players that we still haven't talked about, Matheson and Dobson. And thank you, Liam.
Thank you, Tony.
Thanks
you so
for coming
much.
by. I appreciate it. All
Thank
right,
you.
there you have it. Liam, live at Cafe Milano in Point Claire. Wow. Juliana and Master Control, or whoever's there, is there any way we can bring up the updated standings on the stream right now so that we can take a look at it together with everyone watching? By the way, I hope you're enjoying the podcast tonight. It's overtime for us on Saturday night, but we mentioned to you last week, we are going on immediately after the games. After every Canadiens game between now and the end of the regular season, and that includes the playoffs should they make it. We expect them to make it. We hope that they make it. We're going on after every Canadiens game. All right? Let's see if we can. So if you like the podcast tonight, hit the like button. Not sure if you see the hype button. If you see the hype button, hit the hype button. If you like the podcast tonight, comment SICK, S-I-C-K, S-I-C-K, S-I-C-K. We have a fried dough with ricotta cream. This is a Zeppoli, Cafe Milano style, which is a tradition for us Italians. The 19th of March is St. Joseph's Day. It was a couple of days ago. Cafe Milano West Island. And even though it was the tradition a couple of days ago, they're still pumping out the Zeppelis at 100 miles an hour. Thank you to Cafe Milano. And here's their ricotta cannoli. Okay, we'll give these to Agnello in a second so his sugar levels can go up and mine can stay the same. Shout out to Cafe Milano West Island. There you have it. All right, okay, can we bring up the standings? Okay. The Canadiens have 86 points. 2 points behind Tampa. The Lightning have 2 games in hand. The Canadiens have 8 points behind the Sabres. The Sabres have played a game more than the Canadiens. These are all updated standings, right, Juliana? So the Sabres won tonight, 4-1 versus the Los Angeles Kings. They hardly lose. It's unbelievable. The Penguins beat the Winnipeg Jets 5-4 in a shootout. Philadelphia beat San Jose by a score 4-1. It seems like everybody beat San Jose over the last couple of weeks except for the Canadiens, who lost twice to them. Columbus, they don't lose. 5-2 winners over Seattle. Ottawa 5-2 over Toronto. Boston 4-2 over Detroit. You see why this Canadiens win tonight was so important? This is why. Columbus is third in the Metropolitan. 1 point behind the Canadiens, same amount of games. Boston holds the first wild card with 84. Tied with Detroit, same amount of games. 2 points behind the Canadiens, same amount of games. The Islanders are 1 point behind Detroit for the second wild card spot. They played 1 game more. The Islanders are 2 points behind Columbus, but Columbus have a game in hand, who are third in the Metropolitan again. The Senators, the Senators are 3 points behind second wild card spot team, the Detroit Red Wings. The Senators and the Red Wings have played the same amount of games. This is tight, folks. It's really, really tight. What an important game for the Canadiens to win. I'm going to take, the Canadiens scored 7 goals. Juliana and Master Control, I'm going to take 7 questions. Lucky 7 questions right here on the Habs post-game show, live from Cafe Milano. You'd like to what? You'd like to answer a couple of questions? Nick, one step at a time, Nick. You got to tread carefully in life. You give somebody a finger, they want to take another. You got to, Nick, slowly, Nick. Pretty soon he's going to ask for the job. I don't understand what's happening here. Everyone's going after me. Everyone's coming after me lately. Okay, Nick, hold on a second. Let's get the first question. Nick, I'm going to give you the honors. Come here, only because I like you. But after the first question, though, okay, I'm going to give you says Enor Tap. Enor Tap says Cole 50 or Slav 30. Which one happens first?
Honestly, Slav 30.
Again, what the honestly? Do you lie to me every time you talk to me that you start everything with honestly?
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, mo.
No, but Slav 30, look, the power play, it's his thing.
Slav's at 27.
Yeah.
So he's 3 goals away from 30. Cole is 7 goals away from 50. I'm going to go with Slav to hit 30.
Of course.
Before Cole hits 50.
Of course.
Same answer?
Of course.
Thank you, Nick. When's your next article?
It's going to be tomorrow morning. I'm writing I'm going to be recapping the game.
Tomorrow morning, recapping the game. Nick Lariviere, give him a follow on Twitter. What's your handle on Twitter?
Nick L2500.
Nick L2500. Nick Lariviere, thank you very much.
You.
All right, there you have it. Question number 2. LaRue 90. Do you think tonight was a statement game for the Canadiens? Yes. They showed that they're going to stand up for each other, and their offense is to be reckoned with. Question number 3. G-Foot 44. Does Arbor see the ice again in the next 12 games? I'll say yes. Question 4. Adam CS442. Do you think Carrier should sit a game? Not right now. No. And by the way, Carrier and Gouli, they're playing pretty well together. Was that question 4? On to question 5. Claire Capoletti, 4805. Fowler or Dobesh next game? I'm going to go with Dobesh. Question 6. Carson Crow, 8192. What's it going to take for Kapanen to get a scoring touch back? 1 goal. It's all about confidence. Confidence is key in everything in life. Once the first one goes in, they're going to start to go in a lot easier. 7th and final question on this Habs postgame show. Jimmy Genosis. What song did you used to dance to on the speaker at the Dome back in the day? Give me some, give me some, oh, give me some of your sweet love, I need it, I need it today. All right, there you have it. That's it for us. Go, Habs, go. Go, Habs, go. Go, Habs, go. Get everyone here. Get everyone here. Get everyone here. Come in on the camera. Just don't break the equipment. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Get over here. Let's end it in style. Let's end it in style. A lot of people here watching. Come on in. Come here. Everybody here. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come. Let's go. By the way, there are a couple of 100 people here at Cafe Milano, in case you're wondering, and the place is jam-packed. A round of, they can't see you all, but a round of applause so they can hear you. All right. Everyone get in on the camera. Let's go. Go, Habs, 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 go. Let's do it, Tony. Go. Saturday Night Fever in Montreal. The Canadiens win by a score of 7-3. A round of applause. Special thanks to all of our sponsors. Special thanks to Cafe Milano on Brunswick Boulevard in Point Claire. Thanks for coming out. We'll be back on Tuesday night following the Canadiens and the Carolina Hurricanes in Montreal on your #1 Habs post-game show, not only in Montreal, but in the world. The Sick Podcast. I'm Marinaro. Me.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast with Tony Marinaro on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts. The Sick Podcast. is brought to you by Energy Transportation Group, driven to be different. LaBita.tb, embrace your true nature. And Playground, your premier gaming destination.